Sabah khair, my friends. Just yesterday I returned to Lebanon from Syria, and today I am going to fly Lebanon's Middle East Airlines in business class to Amman, Jordan. But let's play a game first. What is my favorite airplane ever? Whoever is the first person to get the right answer in the comments below will have their YouTube channel or Instagram account mentioned in my next video. There will be 2 hints in this video. Good luck! As I love airports, and this was only my second time in Lebanon, I came to the airport more than 4 hours before my flight to make sure I have enough time to check everything out. This airport opened in 1954 and has certainly had its ups and downs since then. It was once considered the premier airport of the Middle East, but at the same time it has suffered physical damage due to military conflict. Even today, it continues being affected by internal power struggles. This airport is home to MEA and Wings of Lebanon and has flights to 66 airports in 37 countries, all over the Middle East, Europe, and a few destinations in Africa. The busiest routes from Beirut Airport are Istanbul, Jeddah, and Dubai. In 2018, the airport had almost 9 million passengers. You have to pass through security to get to the check-in area, so non-passengers cannot go there. I walked up to one of the self-kiosks to check in, but it printed an empty ticket. On the second attempt, yes, I got a valid ticket. And yes, there it is, my Delta SkyMiles number. MEA allows 60 kg of checked luggage for business class passengers. That's more than many of the passengers weigh themselves. And even in economy, you're allowed 30 kg. While walking away from the check-in counter, someone came to me and told me that I'm not allowed to take pictures or videos of airport staff. So I was more careful but also a little bit paranoid going forward and didn't take as many videos. I passed through immigration, which was quick and easy, and now it's time to check out the MEA flagship lounge.
Food? Woohoo!
This lounge was recently renovated and it is beautiful. As soon as you walk in, you will notice this is not your typical lounge. The architecture is simply stunning with a big open space, big plants, and glass ceiling. I could make a whole video about how much I love Lebanese food. And this lounge, alhamdulillah, did not disappoint. The food selection was excellent, even for vegetarians, and the quality of the food was outstanding.
Is that all you ate?
I went back for more.
How many?
A few more. Let's take a look around the lounge. There's plenty of comfortable seating. And most importantly for us millennials, Wi-Fi was reliable and very fast. The lounge has direct view onto the tarmac, which is perfect, but there was not much movement while I was there. The lounge has its own spa, as well as children's area. So the children that I don't have could have played there. I spent about 2.5 hours in the lounge and then got ready to go to my flight. My MEA experience was off to a great start. There was another security check that I had to go through coming from the lounge going to gate 2A. I can't wait to get onto this A320. This plane has 6 rows of business class seating in a 2-2 configuration. I already picked seat 2A during booking so that I would not face sunlight directly during this flight. The first thing I noticed when I sat down is that this seat has a lot of pitch. Even for business class, this is very generous. Each seat has its own power plug below, which is great so I can keep my devices charged. Seat controls were pretty much standard, I would say. No matter which airline I'm flying, I always like looking at their route maps. And this is pretty cool. You can see the distance between Beirut and MEA's destinations. MEA is a SkyTeam member. For my pre-flight drink, I chose a cup of orange juice. We were parked next to a Saudia A330. I've been wanting to fly Saudia for a long time, but never was able to get a visa. In fact, there's a plane from this same manufacturer that I like even more than the A330. Olympus Air. Oh, I've never seen them before. And an almost 40-year-old 737-200. Wow!
Please refer to the safety leaflet located in the seat pocket in front of you.
Let's fly! We took off on runway 21, and as I was sitting on the left, I saw very nice views of Beirut and the mountains. The most direct route between Beirut and Amman is about 200 kilometers, but we went on a big detour. We're only about 50 kilometers from Israel at this point. On a flight this short, I don't really need an IFE, but I took a quick look around to give you some impressions. There was a decent selection of Western movies and a few Arabic ones. But I wanted to spend the time of this flight looking out the window as we were flying over Lebanon, Syria, and finally Jordan. On a flight less than 1 hour, you don't have much time, so the meal was served soon after takeoff. We had the choice of shrimp or something ending with itzo. I didn't really understand, and I got the shrimp. Not long after takeoff, we crossed into Syrian airspace near Baalbek, an ancient Lebanese temple which I had visited a few years ago. MEA has been flying since 1946 and currently has an all Airbus fleet of A320s and A330s. They fly all over the Middle East, Europe, and Africa. They once even had a 747 flight from Lebanon to Paris and on to New York. We flew pretty far east within Syria before turning south and heading towards Jordan. Out of the 24 business class seats, only 8 were occupied. Economy was in a 3-3 layout, with each seat also having its own IFE. Out of the 55 minutes, we spent approximately 20 in our ascent, 15 cruising at an altitude of 34,000 feet, and 20 minutes in descent. Landing here in Amman brings back memories of the last time I arrived here in Iraqi Airways. I'll post a link to that video below. Last time I arrived in Jordan, I waited about an hour in the immigration queue, so this time I rushed out the plane. I didn't even have to wait 5 minutes this time. The visa on arrival in Jordan cost me 40 Jordanian dinar, and this is about 50 euros or 56 USD. Welcome to Jordan! Alright my friends, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you can guess what my favorite airplane is, then comment below. And as I said, the first person to guess right will be mentioned on my next video, which by the way will be of a very special flight that I've been wanting to take for a long time. Until then, shukran, ma'a salama.